All right, everyone. So, listen, one of the biggest problems we see is that some people don't really understand portion control, right? How much to eat at each meal. It can also be a little confusing if you're trying to count calories and stuff like that. So, one of the biggest things we could start using instead of, sitting there, putting the food on the scale, measuring it out, making life way too complicated than it has to be, you have hands, okay? The good thing about your hands is they go everywhere with you, all right? And the good thing about your hands is that they're proportionate to you. So we kind of like to use our hands in that, how to size out your portions. And the good thing about it too is like it doesn't stop you from eating out. It doesn't stop you from having panic attacks if you go out to dinner, whether it's date night, night out with the guys, night out with the girls. We can bring our hands wherever we want and we can understand how much we should be eating at each meal. That's one of the biggest faults is people they give up, right? So you go out to eat and it's just like, you know what, it's over. I made one mistake, I'm done. With using your hands, it's not as much of a problem anymore, all right? So in the infographics it shows you, but we're going to go over. So one serving of protein, you're going to want to use the palm of your hand, okay? So again, everyone's going to have different sized palms. It's going to get you, if you're into calorie counting, it's going to get you into that, 4 to 6 ounces of meat, just that palm of your hand. All right? And then from there, if you looked over the email from yesterday where we went over the perfect plate, we need vegetables at each meal. All right? So you get one fist, okay? Most of your vegetables, you're going to have 2 fists at each meal, okay? Then you got your carbs, right? We shouldn't fear carbs at all. We need them. They're a good source of energy. Help our body run smoothly. That's going to be 1 cup. Okay, so 1 cupped hand is going to be your serving of carbs. Again, it's simple. You kind of just look at your hand, look down at the plate. You can tell if it's too much or too little. And then fat is just going to be 1 thumb. Okay. The reason the fat is so much smaller than the rest of it is because fat is very calorie dense, right? So 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories. So that's one thing we can overeat. So you don't want to go crazy with the fat. We still need the fat. Healthy fat is still good for us, but that's the one we have to be careful of because if you eat too much healthy fat, it's still too many excess calories. So 1 to 2 thumbs. All right. And then depending on goals, body size, man or woman, you're going to want anywhere between 1 to 2 palms of protein at every meal. I'd go 2 fists of vegetables at every meal. You can't really overeat vegetables. 1 to 2 cupped handfuls, depending on, your body type. So if you're more in a weight loss phase, you're going to want to limit the carbs a little bit, not too much. You don't want to deprive your body, but you still need them. And then your fat is, again, 1 to 2 thumbs. All right? Guys, so tomorrow we're going to be talking about protein and the importance of that. All right? Have a good day. Remember, pay attention to your plate. Look at what's going on and use your hands to really understand how much food you should be having in each meal.